Okay, everyone. Today's video topic is going to be very serious. We are going to be talking about the singer David's situation and everything revolving around it. Ultimately, this is an awareness video for Celeste and everything that could have been done to prevent what could have happened, and how almost everybody feels hurt in her life. Her mother, her friends, to an extent. I don't want to blame the children at all, but the bystanders in the Discord, and anything anyone could have done to stop this girl from getting killed by this man, allegedly. Okay, it all started when the singer David, most known for his song Romantic Homicide, which was popular on TikTok, a dismembered child's body was found in the singer David's Tesla and stuff. People started speculating on TikTok, videos, whatever, about who it was or what happened or whatever, and videos of him popping up with this girl, Celeste Rivas, was circulating and everything, and people saying it was her, and they confirmed it was her or whatever. It's just quite evident that this is a child, and this is the exact same girl that the mom reported missing. You can literally see in the videos of them together how she has a hand of a child. That's literally a hand of a child. There's no doubts about that. If you were to even hear her, I'm pretty sure you would be able to hear that she was a child too. So they want to be like, oh my goodness, she lied her age. Okay, who cares? You can tell. I don't care. And then maybe even if you met in person, you would know. The girl probably didn't have a job. The girl probably didn't have anything. Anything that a 20-year-old or person who probably is in college or out of school would have. It was also said that he would release songs. Allegedly, Romantic Homicide was released a day before her birthday or a month before her birthday. He would have songs that were released before her birthday or around her birthday, and it was extremely weird. And his repost would be like, oh my goodness, why can't there be any reciprocity? Why can't there be oh, this person is oh, they never do anything, they would say they're gonna change, blah blah blah.
I'll tell you guys a story. I had a friend whose girlfriend continuously broke his heart and was continuously doing things that he knows that she'll keep doing, and he'll keep on having to take her back because that love is so strong, and she'll keep promising that she'll change, but she never changes, and he'll be at the verge of breaking up with her and leaving her, and then she'll be like, wait, can you please wait for me? I'll change. I promise I'll change. I'll change soon. I'll fix these problems. And he'll be like, okay, maybe I do have this faith that you will change, so I'll stay. Even at my own expense, I'm the one being hurt. I'm the one getting my heart broken. I'll stay because that love I have for you is so strong. And sometimes I wonder, as a sinful person, as we all are simple people committing these sins itself. I'll tell you guys a story.
Expecting adult things or mature things from a literal child, mind you, allegedly you were growing this kid since they were 10 in Discord chats and whatever, and you expect such important things from them. I feel I get this feeling that David is a very emotionally immature person, and I'll get onto that later. But yeah, I was just really pissed about that. There were people in Discord chats that were there and they didn't do anything. They were older and they didn't say anything, or they didn't even know what was happening. There's actually a live of the people that were in the Discord server talking about what was happening and how they tried to attempt to do something, but it ultimately failed.
Celeste was trying to go back to her family, and David would not let her.
Oh, wow, okay.
We have been calling and trying to make reports on this since 2023, and we kept getting brushed off, me and the two other people on the server, which have been trying.
You've been trying to go to the police.
We've been trying to go to the police, and we've been brushed off.
Oh my god, it's always the fucking cops doing some bullshit.
The main reason why they wouldn't do anything is because us who reported it, we live out of state. And then, the moderators of the server, they all knew her age. They all knew exactly what was going down. And every time we went to say something about it and, say that it was wrong and that David was going to catch a case, but she's also in danger, we got muted. I got muted for a month straight.
So I really want to be surprised that this is not a one-off thing. He's probably,
this is mental.
Other younger underage girls, before her.
Yeah, because from what she told me is that half of them are older and half of them are young in there.
Oh, wow.
And they met each other when they were playing Fortnite and stuff. Celeste and David, they were playing Fortnite, and then she basically came onto Discord.
If everybody, would have done something or could have done something, and there's also that addition of David actively silencing people. He knew what he did was wrong. There's no way in hell he didn't know what he was doing was wrong. Allegedly, And I know this might seem unconventional, people might not agree with me, but I'm asking for the ban of Discord. Or not the ban of Discord, not the ban, but the up age of Discord. There's no reason why it's 13 plus. I know people are gonna be like, oh my goodness, well, that wasn't Discord's fault. Her mom needed to actively parent her and actually care about her. I agree with that, because there's only so many amount of reason, why would a kid, want to leave their home? There's a deeper reason than that. There's more reason than there's oh my gosh, I met this boy that no kid that's in a loving home or a home that they feel secure and safe in. It's just gonna run away. But I also want to bring the cause, the main theme should just to protect kids at all costs. It shouldn't be oh my god, whose responsibility is this? Whose responsibility is that? That's true. There is some responsibility to that, but it's also our main cause should just be protecting children. And 13 plus, come on, that's too easy to be able to get access to older people. Older people could easily get access to you. Maybe they could do something I don't know, they could make it so you can't see addresses or phone numbers, and mainly the stuff have to be on the app. Maybe get rid of the FaceTime feature, maybe they get rid of the call features, only texting, and you can't say numbers or anything. I also want to call out people who are literally using this time to profit off, who's using David's situation to profit off their own music, or to make jokes, or to jokes about a documentary, Netflix get on this documentary. Come on, how can you muster that? How can you muster any jokes, or to make any jokes about a kid getting dismembered, a literal kid getting dismembered, her life being limited to what David did to her, There are also people putting his music in the background and bringing awareness to what happened to Celeste. Do you think that you would want your alleged rapist, your alleged kidnapper, your alleged assaulter and killer music in the background? It's just so insensitive. It's it just shows you guys, I know a lot of people don't do it intently to be malicious, but it's just you guys have to actually think about what you're posting and how that is kind of harmful to do. There was also the Celeste was into Hello Kitty, and it was weird how David was starting to do Hello Kitty stuff, Hello Kitty phones, Hello Kitty clothes, Hello Kitty keychains and everything. He ate that girl's soul up. He ate that girl's energy that he loved what that girl could do for him. That girl was so young, so fun. I bet Celeste was probably fun. I bet Celeste was a person to be around. She was a young girl, and people they love to like absorb people's happiness and young people's happiness, you know, because young people, yeah, of course, like they have their own problems and everybody has their own thing, but young people, like there's like this energy, this nice kind energy, this not kind energy, but like uplift young energy that he probably liked, and he was probably a loser, you know, he could get anybody his age, he wanted to control somebody and expected mature things from this girl to do, mature things for this girl, like to reciprocity. He expected reciprocity from this little child, or like things that a 20-year-old or an adult or mature person would do in a relationship. He expected that, which is so weird. And what just gets me so disgusted is the fact that she was 14 when she died, or around her birthday she died too. And in Hispanic culture, like I think Celeste Rivas is Hispanic. In Hispanic culture, if she celebrates this, 15 years of age for a girl is very important. 15 is like, you know, your quinceanera. You're celebrating your 15, and she didn't even get to have a quinceanera. She didn't even get to have that, something that like many Hispanic children get to have or get to think about having. Like she didn't even get that. At the end of the day, it wouldn't feel right to me if I didn't say anything, if I didn't speak up. You know, like I might not have like a big following or anything, but it's important to bring, like, it just felt so important. I felt so distraught hearing the story, disgusted with society. Like this always happens. Like there's no one ever does anything. There's never like this big movement. Like we have to say as people, as society, enough is enough. Why do people in power always get to abuse children and people who are lower than them? Or like in society, lower than them in society. It's so disgusting. And long story short, if you're going through what Celeste is going through, or if you know like somebody's going through what Celeste is going through or went through, you need to speak up. You need to speak up or say something. You don't have to actively go aggress that person that's harming that person, but you gotta tell somebody. You gotta at least tell somebody, or you gotta let that person know that's talking to that person that you're there for them. You know, because the worst thing you can do is be silent. The worst thing you can do is be silent. And yeah, and if this happening to you, I hope you know that like you're not alone, and that like you look through other people. You might feel like you're alone. You might not be many people you can talk to, that people at all that don't care about you, don't want to hear about you, or don't know what to do with that. But there are people who do want to listen to you, whether you know it or not. So yeah, everyone have a great day and stuff like that, and justice for Celeste.